What up, guys? Coach Murph here, bringing you episode 7 of the Ask Coach Murph Show. Great questions this week, guys. Thank you for submitting them. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We had a good one here, good celebration with the family, and but we're back at it now. So hopefully all you guys are getting back to the workouts, getting back to the grind, getting ready for next season. But let's get into it, guys. So first question comes from John_Stewart19. He says, I'm an LSM who's trying to build my leg endurance. What are some workouts that can work on my stamina and endurance for my legs? So, leg endurance, all of this just comes from consistently working out day after day, putting in the work, being on the field and playing, going for runs, doing sprints, doing squats, doing everything that's just going to mix it up so your leg gets exposed, or I should say your leg muscles and all those things get exposed to different elements of fitness. So, if you're just a long distance runner, you're only going to be good at running long distances when the games come, right? So, you need to mix it up as much as possible, John. Hit the squats, hit the lunges, do all those different exercises in the weight room, body weight stuff, do some sprint work, do some agility work, but consistently be doing it all the time so that when the game time comes, when the season hits, your legs are ready. They're prepared for anything. They've been doing everything that you can think of to get prepped. And they'll have plenty of endurance and plenty of stamina no matter what happens in that game. So just keep working hard, and you'll see a huge difference. Second question, guys, comes from bdiener22 on Instagram. What can I do to make my shot harder? Number one, and number two, how can I body up my defender? So, first question, guys. This is a very popular question, obviously. How can I make my shot harder? How can I shoot harder? How can I pass with more zip on the ball? This has a lot to do with, obviously, technique and how you're throwing and shooting. But at the same time, your strength and your ability to put the movement together. What I mean by that is, if you're working out, say, and you're just doing crunches, thinking that, okay, my crunches, my abs are going to get stronger, and that's going to help me whip the ball around a little bit faster. It will help you get stronger, but think about the movement in general, right? You're starting here, whether you're right or you're left, you're starting with your arms behind you, and you're rotating your torso and using all of these muscles. I mean, the amount of muscles you're using is extraordinary, right? It's a full body movement, your legs, your hips, your back, your chest, your stomach, your arms. So, a lot of kids only focus on abs or arms or back or whatever. Think about, it's a full body movement, so work out your body in movements that incorporate your entire body. So, that motion in general, right there. Sledgehammers are great. Hit tires with sledgehammers. We have a video up on bands that you can use, band pulls, band rotations, where you're pulling a band that way to help strengthen your torso and just strengthen that motion. So, think about full body movements, but just think about getting stronger. Making sure your legs are strong, your hip is very explosive because that's the base that you're going to be shooting with, as well as your upper body. Make that strong, but make your overall body a strong unit versus just being strong in your abs or strong in your arms. But great question. But part two of that, how can I body up my defenders? Again, this is just you being overall, being strong, being fit, and being quick. Obviously, you got to stay in front of your defenders, but being able to body up, it's position. But it's having a strong base. Your legs got to be really, really strong, and you got to be able to hold off that defender with a quick punch, right? So that's a lot of explosive power in your upper body. So pressing motions, push-ups, jumping push-ups, things like those, explosive push-ups, plyo push-ups, all those things will help you, but have a very strong base. That's kind of the, that's the one thing you can't get around, whether it's making your shot harder or bodying people up. Strong legs, strong base, staying flexible down there, but being confident in that strength that you have, that will help with both. Great question, Pete Diener. Third question, guys, at Southern String Ups, he says, ideas on healthy school lunches. So this is a tough topic, right? You go to most schools, you go to most school lunches, you see them, and it's full of just crap. It's nothing, there's nothing there that's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you get through the day. So if you're able to pack your lunch, do it. And just think, the easiest way to think about this is just eat real food. If the food can, expire, if the food doesn't expire over the span of a month, 2 months, don't eat it. There's a lot of things, a lot of preservatives in there that are not going to be good for you. So just think about real food, things that you have to cook, things that will go bad if they're not refrigerated. These are the things that you will benefit from the most, and that will help you with energy levels, will help you stay focused, will help you on the field. These are the things that will help you the most. So when it comes to school lunch, if you can pack your own, great. Just make good choices if you can't. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot out there on this. One guy, this guy Jamie Oliver, used to do a TV show, I think it was on NBC, about this epidemic and the shitty, crappy school lunches that are going on in this country right now. So cool to watch. If it's on, I think it might be on YouTube or Hulu or Netflix or something. Jamie Oliver's the guy, but in general, stick to real food. That'll benefit you the most. The last question, guys, comes from @Matt_McKenna19 on Instagram. It says, what can help me get better on my speed off of dodges, specifically the split? Great question, Matt. This is all about your speed, the quickness of your feet, and your explosiveness to get out of a split, to get out of a dodge, right? So, speed in general, that can always be improved. Quickness and hip explosiveness can always be improved. So focus on, at least with our programming, the Boost programming, we have 2 days of sprint and conditioning work. So, and that's because, you need to be working on these things all the time to get better, to get faster, to get quicker. So we have 2 days of that. And if you're not on our program, try to do this on your own. 2 days of it. Work on cone drills, work on the speed ladder, do short sprints, do long sprints, but constantly mix it up when it comes to your sprint work and things like that. Practice your dodges. So when it comes game time, it's just second nature to do it. Practice your dodges, practice the footwork, get a stick in your hand sometimes, but just keep consistently working on it. Just like everything else, if you're consistently working out, if you're focusing on the things that you're not good at, you will get better at them. You just need to be consistent with what you're doing and stay on the grind, right? We talk about this all the time. So Matt, it's a great question. Specific movements you can do. Med ball throws are great. That will, you can go overhand or over your head. You can go forward with your med ball throws. Those will all work on your hip explosiveness. And again, short sprint, speed ladder, agility drills, box drills, any of those things will help you with your footwork and your explosiveness. So guys, great questions today. That's a wrap for episode 7. Keep the questions coming. Shoot them to us on the DM over Instagram. Comment on this YouTube video. You can always email us, info@boostlacrosse.com or me, Sean, @boostlacrosse.com. Ton of ways to get in touch with us, guys. But anything you got, send it to us. We want to help you guys get better. That's why we are here. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Spread the word to all your friends and teammates that can benefit from all of this. And keep up the great work, guys. We will see you soon.